How does Couch to 5K work? That's what we're going to be talking about in today's video, guys. Now, we're also going to be taking a look at my Couch to 5K before and after pictures, just to give you some idea of what you might expect if you take on the Couch to 5K challenge and you want to do the Couch to 5K app. Now, here on this channel, we try and help people drop a bit of weight, shed some unwanted pounds, and try and get you guys to your next goal weight. But with that being said, I'm Steve, this is Life at the Whitehouse. Let's get into it. And talking of helping you guys out a little bit, I've linked a few things in the description, just some things that I think could help you out a little bit on your weight loss journey, things that I use all the time and that's helped me out an absolute ton losing weight, whether that be Fitbits so you can track the amount of calories you're burning when you're running or when you're walking or whatever activity you're doing. They're fantastic for that. Earbuds for when you're working out, or resistance bands for when you're working out at home. Just things that I use all the time and I think can maybe help you hit your next weight loss goal. Okay guys, so I've actually done Couch to 5K before, and throughout that process I recorded the entire thing, and my fitness improved an insane amount. Like, it was crazy how fit I got. Like, I started off, like the app says, on the couch, and by the end of it I was capable of running a 5K. Now, I wouldn't say it's easy by any stretch of the imagination. It is quite challenging, especially if you're starting from a position where you haven't run before ever, like I was. But my transformation visually and my stamina and my endurance were insane. I think I'll look for a picture of my before and after when I was doing Couch to 5K, and I'll put it up here for you guys if you want to check that out. But it was, you know, a crazy transformation, and you know, my fitness improved no end. And that video that I'm talking about, guys, I'll link at the end of this video if you want to go and check that out and you want to have a look at my times and how fit I got, just to give you some sort of ballpark idea of what you could be going for, or how much you could potentially improve if you look to take Couch to 5K on and you want to try the app. Now, the program itself actually runs for 8 weeks, but in that video I did it back to back, so I did it for a total of 16 weeks, and the transformation was pretty crazy. Now, the first few weeks, if you're looking at what you might expect when taking it on, is really easy, and then it does start to build up. So what will happen is, I mean, I was quite lucky. I had a 5K loop outside my house, which was really handy because I think I measured it and it was 5.01k. So it was perfect for this. But anyway, so right at the start, I was actually doing a 5K, but I wasn't running the whole thing. So in the first week, they'll get you to run a very, very small amount and walk large amounts. Now, the whole thing, I think, took about half an hour. It wasn't a 5K, but because I was walking the loop anyway, I ended up doing 5K. I didn't run it. There was only periods of maybe 30 seconds to a minute of running, and then the rest would be walking. And then as you progress through the weeks, those periods of running become larger and larger and larger as your fitness increases, and the periods of walking, you know, get less and less and less. But because I was starting with a 5K initially, that loop, what I found was that after 20 or 30 minutes of week 1 and week 2, I was only maybe a third or maybe half the way around. So the other half I just walked. Until eventually, as I progress through the weeks, I get closer and closer to, you know, running the whole thing. And then in weeks 8 and 9, when you're actually running that 5K, it's it's such a great feeling. Maybe not when you're doing it, you're completely knackered, but once you've finished, you feel fantastic. You know, and it's such an achievement. Now, just so you're not caught off guard by it, when you get to weeks 4 and 5, I think, to me, they were the most difficult weeks, because I was at a stage then where my fitness was still improving, but not as good as it would go on to be. And I was being asked to run quite a lot. But if you don't push yourself through them walls, then you're never gonna, you know, reach your potential. So I was really regretting taking on Couch to 5K at that time. Because I didn't want to be doing it anymore, but I pushed through. I was consistent. I think it asked you to run about 3 times per week. So what I was doing is I was running in the mornings, Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. And like I said before, when you start out, you'll be asked to walk small amounts. I think they start off with a warm-up, and that's like a power walk, and then you'll break into a 60-second run, I think it is, and then you'll walk for 2 or 3 minutes, and then that cycle will be repeated for a few times, and that'll be the end of your week 1 training. And then you'll do that 3 times, and then you have the decision then when you're ready to move up to week 2. You don't have to do it in week 2. You can just repeat week 1 if you want, if you don't feel you're ready to progress. So it's really on you with how fit you think you are. I think I repeated week 5 twice because I didn't feel like I'd go to week 6, because again, like I said, weeks 4 and 5, they were very challenging. So be ready for that. Okay guys, so what can you expect if you take on Couch to 5K? Well, it will take you from the couch to running a 5K, as the name suggests. It will be difficult. At the start it will seem maybe quite easy for a lot of people, but then as the weeks progress and your periods of running get larger and larger and larger, and walking gets smaller and smaller and smaller, you will start to miss that walking. But as soon as you're capable of running that 5K and you get a time for running the 5K, then it just becomes about beating your time and getting fitter and fitter and fitter. But once you complete them 8 weeks, it's then on you to progress and try and beat your time. Maybe sign up for some 5Ks so you've got something to shoot for, and try and work on getting your time down. But it's an 8-week program. It will take you from, like I just mentioned, the couch to a 5K. I think it's fantastic for beginners. Give it a go. Give it a go, and I think you'll be surprised by yourself and the results that you'll get. Again, my transformation was, I'll leave it here somewhere, pretty crazy, and hopefully you can achieve something similar. If you have any more questions about Couch to 5K, leave them down there in the comments, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. Okay guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Steve, this is Life at the Whitehouse. Beware the donut goblin, and I'll see you again next time. Cheers guys.
Hi guys, thanks so much for watching the video. If you did like it, please do drop a thumbs up down below. If you want to see more videos, click on the link on the left hand side, and if you've got any questions for me, leave them down there in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But apart from that, remember to subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.